Welcome in. If you're watching this on YouTube or Facebook, make sure you hit that like button. If you're watching on replay, make sure you say replay down in the chat below. We have a bunch of orders going out today. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 orders going out this morning. All of those sold yesterday. 7 on Poshmark, it looks like. 6 on eBay, 2 on Mercari. So lots of sales, which is great. Wait for everybody to pop in, and then we'll go ahead and get started. What's up, Joel? We'll do the Mercari sales first, then we'll pack up the Poshmark, and then we'll move on to eBay. What's up, Angie? What's up, Felix? Felix, you're not number one. Surf's Up said he's number one. What happened? You might be number one now. What's up, Tracy? Bunch of orders going out the door. What did I say? 15 orders? 15 orders going out the door. Right? 7, 6 is 13. Yeah, 15 orders. Good morning, Peter. Good morning, The Bean. Enjoy the day. Drink. Enjoy the day. Drink some water. Nice. Karina, what's up? Appreciate all the heart me's coming in. What's up, Trisha? Trisha sold out of her hangers yesterday on live. She's done with the hangers for a little bit. Now she got to make some more. Service is not here, is he, huh? Yeah, he's not here. You're beating him. What's up, Double D? Deanna? Deanna, what's up? Appreciate you hopping in. We'll go ahead and get started in just a minute. Lots of orders to pack up. Yesterday was a really, really good day in sales. Did you pack up that suit?
Yeah, it's on
Okay, cool. Cool. Hubby has to make more. Oh, yeah, for the hangers, 100%. Starting batch next week. Nice. Does eBay let the buyer choose ground versus priority? If you allow them to, they can choose. If you put on your listing ground and priority, they can choose which one they want to do. What's up, Amy? Is your resale beginning? Did you have people say your payout isn't worth all the labor? In your resale beginning, did you have people say your payout isn't worth the labor? No, I don't know what you mean by that, but I did this part-time in the beginning. So I just did this like after I did work for a full day's work, and I came home and I listed. So it was always worth the labor because it was just extra income. Now it's definitely worth the labor because we're making more income than I did at my full-time job and when I had this as a part-time gig. What's up, Scott? Betty, appreciate the follow. All right, let's go ahead and get started. If you're new here, hit the follow button, whatever platform you're watching on. If you're on TikTok, hit that follow button, top left-hand corner. What I do on this channel is I buy stuff cheap. I resell online for a profit. That's what I do for a full-time job. We have 15 orders going out the door. So let's go ahead and start with some Mercari sales first. First up, we got a pair of Spanx faux leather leggings. These sold for $28. We paid a little bit too much for these. We paid $13.36. They only sold. It took about a week to sell. We only made a profit of $6.38 on these, but we paid a little bit too much for them. We're not really paying too much for Spanx anymore. We used to pay up for them, but now they're not selling for as much as they were in the beginning. We're looking up comps. Do you look up brand, style, and size? Pretty much every time I look up comps, for example, Spanx, like these faux leather leggings, I would look up Spanx faux leather leggings. I wouldn't do size. I wouldn't do any of that. I would just do Spanx faux leather leggings and be done. I've heard that complaint, but if you love it, what do you mean, the time? Is that what you're saying? Like the time isn't worth it? I don't know how it can be worth it. You can do this for like 5 hours, not even 5 hours. You can do this for 2 hours every single night before you go to bed, and you can make an extra couple $100 every single month. So I think it definitely is worth it. Do you have any Barefoot Dreams left? We do have some left. I think the joggers are pretty much sold out, but we do have some. We do have some of the not the joggers, but the open leg Barefoot Dreams. If you're interested, hit me up, Kimmy, on either Instagram or Facebook, and I'll let you know what sizes, what styles we have left because the sizes are all medium. What's up, Nev, on the day? Appreciate you hopping in. All right, next up we got a pair of Girbaud jean shorts. Picked these up for $10.70. They sold for $40. Took a couple months to sell these. You got to wait for that right buyers after fee, shipping, cost of goods. We had a profit of $14.85. I do think it's worth it. Just occasionally have the Debbie Downers. Yeah, I think it's worth it. I think the people that are negative about it are people that are going to be negative about everything. So no matter what, they're going to be like, I'm going to go work my 9 to 5 and make money that way because that's worth it. It's worth it to spend 8 hours a day doing something you don't like to do rather than doing something you do like to do. So the Boy Scouts adult adult shirt new with tags in one day. Yes, those shirts can sell for crazy money. Last couple ones I bought, I think they sold within just a couple days. So yeah, really good pickup on those. Boy Scout shirts. Who would have guessed? Boy Scout shirts actually sell for really good money, especially the vintage one. Find Mercari to be hard. Barely any looks on items. How many low ballers? Yeah, I get tons of low ballers on Mercari. I don't get a ton of sales on Mercari, but I use Autoposher. Autoposher relists the item for me and makes the item look brand new, and it boosts in search. So that's how I get sales over on Mercari. Powerball sold for $35. Nice. Doing this has paid for many vacations. Facts. All right, this one. Hopefully I grabbed the right one. I think I did. This one is shipped. I just put this in a priority mail bag. I was going to put it in padded flat rate, but I don't think it would fit. I would have to squeeze it in, and it was only like a couple pennies more to just pay for this one. It was $8.79 instead of $8.30. So still made a profit of $14.85 after all fees, shipping, and cost of goods. Appreciate the follow, user. All right, let's go to Poshmark sales. We had 7 Poshmark orders yesterday. Poshmark was popping off, especially last night. After my live last night, I think I sold like 3 items on Poshmark. So first sale is an LL Bean. I featured this in my one of these, not this exact one, but one of these LL Bean flannels in my video yesterday, talking to you guys, telling you that these will sell for like right around $17 plus ship. This one actually sold for $20 over on Poshmark. So after fee, shipping, cost of goods, we made $9.58. A nice little $10 profit. Selling provided enough to take family of 6 to Poland for a week. Nice. Poland for a week. What a place to travel to. What's in Poland? This is going to go into one of these bags. I know this could go first class, but this is a Poshmark sale. So Poshmark gives you a priority mail label. So you just slide this in and you ship it out. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Appreciate all the taps of the screen. Up to 1.1K likes. Keep tapping that screen. If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat as I'm shipping out. You can ask your questions. If not, you can just hang out and see what I sold yesterday. Learn a couple brands that are selling well for me, such as this Rain Spooner shirt. We shipped off one of these yesterday, and I think the same buyer came back and bought this one. This one's from 1997. It's a Rain Spooner, one of the Meli Kalikiyama, however you pronounce it, shirts. I picked this up for $20.29. This one sold for $75. So after fee, shipping, cost of goods, I make $39.71. Just made Posh Ambassador. Took me 3 months. Nice. Let's go. Awesome news. Let's just start this Tuesday. What's up, Jamie? What's up, Mayor Bear? All right, so this one is just going to go right into this envelope. Again, Poshmark. I'm just going to use the free priority mail envelopes to ship my items out. I know a lot of you don't use tape on these, but I use tape now because I have a feeling that these are going to open up in shipment. Have you ever sent a package to the wrong buyer? If so, how did you handle it? Yes, I have. I shipped one on Mercari like a couple weeks ago. When I printed out my labels from Pirate Ship, I accidentally double printed a label and then wrote on the back that it was supposed to go to the other buyer. Basically, I just refunded the other buyer, and the person that got 2 items, they got to get 2 items. It's a cost of business. I would just write it off on my tax at the end of the year. My husband is into history. There's a lot in there. We walked through Auschwitz. Nice. What platform do you suggest for a new seller? So when I first started, I started on eBay. I will say you get more sales on eBay compared to Poshmark and Mercari, in my opinion, if you sell mostly men's clothing. Maybe if you sell women's clothing, you might get a couple more sales on Poshmark. But I started with eBay because that was the hardest platform. If you want to start with something easy, go Poshmark or Mercari. You just won't see as many sales as you see on eBay. I had, I forgot her name, but it's another person on TikTok who makes videos. She messaged on my video yesterday saying that she doesn't get a ton of menswear to sell. It doesn't sell very well. And I asked her where she sells, and she said Poshmark. And I told her that's probably the reason why. You're just selling on Poshmark and you're selling very little on eBay. If you sold more on eBay, you would get more sales because that's where menswear sells better. So appreciate the follow, Jolyn. What's up, Elliot? Thoughts on Alan Flusser? Pick up Alan Flusser if they're bigger sizes and they have crazy patterns. Just don't expect them to sell for a crazy amount of money. Somewhere between $20 to $30 is normally where you're going to get for those. Also, make sure you're checking the fabrics too, because linen with a crazy pattern will go for more than a cotton with a crazy pattern. So fabrics always drive up the price. What's up to Real Taurus? When thrifting clothes, some of them have odor, like thrift store odor. How do you get rid of it? My thrift stores in my area don't really have that issue. I've never actually had anybody say like if I don't wash the item and they get it, they're like, ew, this smells like a thrift store. Like my thrift stores are pretty clean in the area. But if they are smelly, you just wash your items. You throw them in the washing machine and then it gets the smell out. What's up, Barry? This is a Maeve top. Picked this up for $8.03. It was brand new with tags. It sold for $22 on Poshmarks. After fee, shipping, cost of goods make $9.57. We just listed this like last week and it already sold. So quick sale. Not a crazy amount of profit, but it was a quick sale. This is just going to go right into one of these envelopes, fold it up, and ship her out. As a buyer, are there things I would like about Mercari or Poshmark? I've only bought on eBay. So Mercari is kind of like eBay. There's no real perks. They are coming out with a new system. Like if you buy a certain amount of things, you get points, and then after you get so many points, you get a coupon. I haven't seen that on my end yet. I haven't noticed it at all. With Poshmark, people love it because they bundle. So what they do is they get like, if you get like 5 items, if you were to do that on eBay and the seller's charging shipping, sometimes your shipping can be outrageous. It'll be like $20-$30 to ship out 5 items. But on Poshmark, you can bundle them all in. As long as you put them in one bundle, you're only paying one set price of $8 and I think it's 95 cents. So no matter how much you put in a bundle, you're always going to pay $8.95. So that's a perk to Poshmark. You just throw as much stuff as you possibly can in, get that bundled shipping rate. If you don't want to wash, use white vinegar, water, and a small amount of fabric softener and spray it. There you go. Every time I think I find Ralph Lauren purple label, I see a purple floozer. Yeah, I feel that. That's happened to me too. Our thrift stores have a strong smell. One wash doesn't do anything. It's terrible, but it's just like detergent fabric. Yeah, I don't have that issue. My thrift stores, if for any reason the item smells, I just throw them in the wash. So. Yeah. What's that envelope called? It's called a Tyvek envelope. Tyvek. You get them free from USPS.com. You can order them for free and have them delivered for free. All right. Next up, really good sale here. This is a Robert Graham suit. I picked this up in a bulk buy locally. Paid $8 for this. It sold for $50 after fee, shipping, cost of goods. I make 32 doll hairs. Really, really good sale. I'm just going to throw this again right into a Tyvek envelope and ship it out. Just going to go slide right into here. No weighing, no measuring, because as long as it's under 5 pounds, it ships with that Poshmark label. You have an eBay store. You have to have an eBay store to have Autoposher. No, you don't have to have an eBay store. Autoposher has nothing to do with your store subscription. It literally just runs on your items, so you don't have to worry about having a store. Are those envelopes flat rate? No. So if you use them on eBay and you ship them regular, like anything in them, you have to weigh and measure them. But with Poshmark, they give you a label, and anything 5 pounds and under can ship with this label. So you don't need to weigh anything. And you can use any flat rate or regular rate packaging through the post office, and it's accepted. So you don't have to worry about that. You're making money to get Invisalign because you need it. Nice. We got a troll in the chat. I do need Invisalign. I tried to get Invisalign, but my dental insurance was they were saying they could cover it, but then they were saying they couldn't cover it. But I do need Invisalign. Facts. That guy is correct. Flat rate envelope is how I'd ship that. Either envelope. I mean, you can ship it in a padded flat rate too, but it's in a bag, so we're good. And 715, yeah. Corpse. With Poshmark, it doesn't matter what you ship it in because it's always going to be the same rate. I don't pay shipping on Poshmark. Buyer pays shipping, and you can put it in any envelope. I can stick that in a large mailing box, and it would still ship for $8.15. So, is that a Kuji behind you? It is a Kuji behind me. I collect Kujis. Next up, we got a pair of A Gold jeans. These we picked up just a couple weeks ago. We listed them, I think last week. Paid $26.75 for this. Sold for $70 after fee, shipping, cost of goods. Make $29.25. I'm an eBayer. Yeah, I sell on eBay, Poshmark, Mercari. I'm about to ship out my eBay orders in just a minute. I did have quite a few eBay orders. Is that a? Let's see the collection. It's in my room. I'm not gonna go grab it, but yeah, that's a Kuji behind me. You want to see another one? There's another one right there too. I got them everywhere. And there's another one over there on the wall. I got them everywhere. Only clothes I mess with is Carhartt. Damn, no. Carhartt's there's so many meta brands like this. This is way better than most Carhartt jeans you'll ever find. 8 gold jeans, women's 8 gold jeans. These I could have held out for more on these, but I got an offer, so I just took it. Do you have the koozies listed? No, I don't have them listed because they're in my collection, but they will be listed at the end of this year, so I can get a nice little tax write-off for those. When do you use the Tyvek? I pretty much use them for Poshmark, and sometimes I use them for eBay, but mostly for Poshmark is when I use the Tyvek. What are you saying about Posh versus eBay? I had hopped on eBay better for men's clothing. Yes, I would say eBay is better for men's clothing. I seem to get more sales on eBay for men's, a lot more sales for eBay on men's. Do you only look for certain styles of jeans? I mostly look for skinny jeans, but I'm afraid to pick them up. So if I had any questions on like what jeans are selling, I would just look them up on eBay. I don't really have a certain style I'm looking for. I'll just go, like, if Caleb picks up jeans and we don't really know the brand, we've never picked it up before, we'll look up what they're currently selling for on eBay. 3-person team now. Thought it was just you and your wife. Yes, 3-person team. We brought on my mother-in-law 2.5 weeks ago. When you first started, how did you draw traffic to your eBay store? Promoted listings is a joke. When I first started, there was no promoted listings. I do promote everything at 5% right now. But when I first started, I just listed with good titles, good descriptions, good photos, and that's what brought people in. You don't really need to do too much. Now with promoted listings, I don't think you need to promote, but it does help if you promote. I promote at 5%. I just recently raised it to 3%, and the only reason I do that is because I get a lot of people coming to my store to like look at it and see what I have listed, and I think that hurts me a little bit because eBay sees that as somebody going to buy the item but not purchasing it. So I think that hurts my store. So what I do is I promote now at 5% instead of 3%, because I figure that's going to help offset that. You worry about bringing bed bugs into your home? No, Autumn. Bed bugs don't hang out in clothing. Very rarely do you ever find bed bugs in clothing. And normally if you find them in clothing, it's because they're sitting in a pile. With thrift stores, as soon as you put them on the rack, bed bugs don't like movement. So they scatter and they go to a corner where some stuff is not moving. You will hardly, I've never heard of anybody go to a thrift store, buy an item off of a rack, and then get bed bugs in their house. It just doesn't happen. Because they call them bed bugs for a reason, because they hang out in like dark, secluded areas where their host can lay and then they can feed and then they can go back. They're not going to hang out in a shirt. Just doesn't make any sense. Next up, we got a pair of Spanx. These are really good sale. Pick these up for $7.46. These are the Spanx like jean leggings. These sold for $45 on Poshmark. So after fee, shipping, cost of goods, I make $28.54. They also like warm areas, exactly. So a thrift store, cold climate, and it's constantly moving. It's not a place where bed bugs like to thrive. So never ever in all my years have I ever heard of bed bugs being an issue. Yeah, I think I get that question. It's not often, but every so often I'll get that question, like, aren't you scared of bed bugs? I'd actually be more scared of the people that are buying like they're buying like stuffed animals and stuff like that. That's where you might come up with that issue. But again, if it's in a thrift store and it's constantly being moved around, the bed bugs won't hang out in those either. They'll find another spot to go hang out in. Are these mostly new items? No, these are mostly pre-owned items. I've only packed up today. I've only shipped out one brand new item, and those were the 8 gold jeans. Picture frames. Yeah, possibly picture frames, I guess. But again, they're only going to hang out in picture frames if their host is right near the picture frame, because they don't want to travel too far. Bed bugs are lazy. They just want to come and eat you and then go back to, doing what they were doing. Where can I purchase this flat lay hanger you use? I can't seem to find it. It's Trisha Smith 86. She's over on TikTok. She's currently sold out. As soon as she has some more available, I'll let you know. But for now, she's completely sold out. You start on eBay, then branch out to other platforms. Yes, I started on eBay first, and then I went to Poshmark after eBay. Then I went to Mercari. Then I went to Facebook Marketplace. I no longer sell on Facebook Marketplace. And then after that, I started selling on Whatnot. What's up, Connie? Yep, Trisha is sold out. I need 38 to 40 pant size. I've seen them on people. If you need 38 to 40, I probably have some in my eBay store, to be honest. Next up, last Poshmark sale, another really good one. These have been listed for a while, but I bought these like in the beginning of summer. These are TK Axel jeans. I always pick these up as long as they're $8 and under. I only paid $8 for these. They sold for $35 after fee, shipping, cost of goods. I make a $20 profit. Nice, easy $20 bill. Why'd you stop Marketplace? Because I just wasn't getting any sales on Marketplace. So I stopped selling on Marketplace. I was listing there and literally nothing is selling. I still have like 700 listings or something like that. I don't get a sale there. So it's just not worth it. What's up, Blue Cheese? What's up, Blue Cheese? Blue Cheese in the house. Everybody say hi, Blue Cheese. I just bought Jason Hayes spreadsheet with your discount. Thanks. No problem. You'll love this spreadsheet. Spreadsheet's awesome. This one I decided to throw in a padded flat rate. Again, it's a Poshmark sale. I can use any flat rate envelope. Can you give me women's brands to look for? I'm not really well versed in women's brands, but if you want to see the ones we have listed, my eBay store is linked in my bio. Go check out my eBay store, go to the women's section, and you can go through and see all the women's items we have listed. What form do you sell on the most of your items on? We sell most of our items on eBay. eBay right now, Whatnot is about to take over eBay, probably within the next month. So Whatnot will be our best-selling platform for this year, probably by, I would say by the end of this month. All right, let's go over to eBay. We have 6 orders going out on eBay. Let me see. Let me make sure that's correct. Yep, 6 orders going out on eBay. A couple of really good ones too. Oh, I forgot to grab the Christmas house. That's out in the shed. Oh, well, we'll pack that up after the live. I sold the Christmas house. I forgot to grab it. It's out in the shed. Paid $34.62 for it. It is a Hawthorne Village, Tampa Bay Buccaneers diner. It sold for $70 plus shipping, but you're not going to be able to see that because I forgot to grab it. Huh? No, I'll pack it up off live because it's going to be, I should have packed it up before the live. Almost had it packed up. First up, this one sold. We literally just listed this. I didn't even get a chance to put it in inventory. This is an Eileen Fisher XL wool open coat. That's how Kayla listed it. Paid $13.38 for this. It sold for $54.99 plus shipping. It took about a day and a half to sell. So Eileen Fisher, we love Eileen Fisher. She sells so well. It's full-time work, 40 hours. Is this full-time work 40 hours per week, and can you make a living with less hours? Yes, you can do both. It depends on what you sell. I know there are some people that like chase after high dollar sales. They only pick up certain items that will sell for like $1,000 profit, but they sell less but make more per item. But yes, you could do this with less work and make more money if you really wanted to. If I didn't do any social media work, to be honest, I could probably do the same sales volumes and only work about 30 hours a week. So yeah, once you get good at it, you can definitely do it. And yes, this is a full-time income. I don't have another like job or anything like that. I'm like this Surf's Up guy who's in the chat. He doesn't have another job either. We're both unemployed people. He used to be a school teacher and I used to be a mailman. Very respectable jobs, but we decided to not do those anymore. Go our own route. This person lives in Pensacola, Florida, which means they are going to go ground advantage. If you want quality clothes for a good price, buy them from eBay and Poshmark. I don't know about Mercari. I list the same things on eBay, Poshmark that I do on Mercari, so you can still find quality clothes there. Do you have to mail out your items in a certain amount of time? Everything I sell has to be shipped out within 1 business day. I have my handling is 1 business day. You don't have to do that, but I do that because I do this full time. So I do low volume, high margin. Yep, I know people who do that. I do high volume. In some cases, low margin. You gave up union benefits? Yes, I did. Life is not about benefits. So people will work their whole life at a job just because they have good benefits. I'll never understand that. Somebody can explain to me why you would work on a job you hate your whole life just because they have good benefits. You only have one life, so you might as well live it and do something you actually enjoy doing instead of focusing just on benefits. But yeah, I'm making more money now than I did at the post office anyway, so I can pay for benefits and stuff like that. This is going to ship for $7.35. Buyer paid $10.25, so I made a profit on that. It's integrated into our brands. I know from a young school age where everybody has to go single file line and everybody's got to do the same exact thing. Everybody's got to do the same exact work and everybody's got to do the same exact project because that's what they want you to do, is the same exact thing as everybody else. And then when you go and do something like sell on eBay, everybody thinks you're crazy, but actually you're one of the smart ones. I'm a life insurance agent. It's in my blood. Yep. It's in my blood. Is it better to make a store on eBay? I think there's a number you hit. I think it's like 300 and something listings. I think it's like 336 is what we said. But for right now, you get 250 listings for free. So I would say until you give it a try and see how much you like it, I would just do the 250 for free. So does FreeJoy clothing sell? Do you mean FootJoy? FreeJoy. I've never heard of FreeJoy brand. I heard of FootJoy brand. Appreciate what you and Serfs do. Haven't learned so much. Thank you. No problem, Mary. What's up, Infinity? 83 years, like your attitude. Appreciate you. I did that, and now I'm living the paycheck to paycheck when I'm starting to learn from resellers. Let's go. How much you average on monthly income? I can tell you what I averaged last month. Actually, I'll do the month before because I haven't finished my spreadsheet for last month. I haven't filled in all the numbers. So if I give you last month, it won't make any sense. But August, I did 24K in sales and I made $9,154.60 before tax. So you got to take tax out of that. So right around $8,000 is what I made after tax last year, profit into my bank account. Also, all the inventory that I currently have listed is all paid off inventory. I don't owe anything on my inventory. So I have right now, hold on. Right now I have $106,000 worth of inventory listed on eBay plus stuff that I don't have listed. And that's all paid off. Don't owe anything on it. So you got to think if I stop listing right now, I could probably make a full-time income for at least like another 6 months while I just started selling stuff in the background. And then I could do discount sales. I could probably live off my inventory for 6 months to a year if I really, really wanted to. But I don't want to because I want to keep listing. I'll be doing my first show on Whatnot soon. Let's go, Nana. You got me addicted again. Sorry. Yes, FootJoy was driving and listening. No problem, Julia. You shouldn't drive and type though. Hopefully you're at a stoplight. But FootJoy does sell. You got to pick them up lower now. They used to sell for like $30 for just regular polos, but now those have dropped. So if you get them for like $3 to $4, no club embroidery, a good pattern, you could probably sell them for $17.99 plus ship, and they'll sell within a month. So how do you put aside for taxes? You can have a separate bank account and you just move money over throughout the year. That's how you do that. Talk to a tax professional though. I'm not a tax professional. I don't give tax advice, but that's what we do. Next up, we got an Orvis fishing vest, a really, really good Orvis fishing vest. Pick this up for $534. This is an Orvis piece that I would always pick up. Nice fishing vest. These sell really, really well all year round. Has all the pockets and everything for the lures. Classic fishing vest. Pick this up for $534, and it's sold for $34.99 plus shipping. I don't know how this is going to ship though. I got to see really quick. I put Ground Advantage, but let's see where it's going to. It's going to Indiana. That's not Indiana. That's Idaho. It's going to Idaho. It's 2 pounds. If this fits padded flat rate, it's going to go padded flat rate. But I don't know if it's going to fit in one of these. Let's try. Do you go to yard sales? I live in Florida, and no, I don't go to yard sales. But I will start going to yard sales here pretty soon, just for YouTube purposes. I'm going to start filming some YouTube content, and I know how well yard sale videos do. So, did you see my question, Jared? I didn't see your question. Feel free to write it again. I got 185 people on TikTok right now, and I got 41 on YouTube and Facebook. So I'm trying to keep up with everything. Fishing vests, man, I put a few back because eBay had them for $16. Yes, fishing vests sell. New to your channel and learning a lot. I'm in Florida as well. Let's go. You only ship to the U.S.? No, through eBay, I can ship through the eBay International Shipping Program, which means I ship to an eBay facility, and then from there, they ship overseas for me. It's really easy to do. As long as your item makes it to the eBay facility, you're good to go. And then if it breaks in transit or it gets lost, you're completely covered. So I use 5% promotional rate on eBay, and I just recently bumped that from 3% to 5%. Because I have a lot of people looking at my store, I feel like that offsets the algorithm that I think I'm getting killed by the algorithm right now. Let's see if I can get this to slide in. Should slide in. Do you do well on name brand items or do well on concert tees? I don't do t-shirts or anything like that. If you ever see me go into thrift store, like during my live thrifts, I never go to the t-shirt section. So I do better on brands like this, like normal mainstream items. I don't do vintage tees. I think there's profit to be made in vintage tees, but I think a lot of people focus way too much on the vintage t-shirt section. They're going into a thrift store and they're pulling 2 t-shirts when they could have went to the jeans, the shirts, the long sleeves, the short sleeves, the pants, the suits. They could have gone to all those sections and made so much more money. So I mean, there is profit to be made, but it's not a lot of profit. On average, I'm pretty sure the average profit margin on a shirt is like $7. Because you're paying like $3 or $4 for it. You're selling it for like $15 plus shipping. There's not really that much profit to be made. So yeah, I try to avoid that section. But not a focus. Just scan quickly. Yeah, you scan the sleeves, look for those single stitches and all that good stuff. So does Got You sell well? No, I don't pick up that brand. Gotcha. Ship me a sugar mama. Somebody said that in my chat. Ship me a sugar mama. I can't do that. I don't have any of those for sale. I'm fresh out of sugar mamas. Thanks for teaching. Sold 11 items the last 2 days with less than 100 listed. Now my 17-year-old son started. Nice. Let's go. That's pretty good. Actually, for selling 11 items and only having 100 listed, which means you have really good inventory listed. That's a really, really good. That's a really good listed to sale ratio. That's over 10% of your store sold in the last 2 days. That's really good. Next up, this isn't a huge profit item. This is a pair of appreciate the roses, frame denim jeans. We thought these were women's, but they ended up being men's. Paid $10 for these. I think we bought these at TJ Maxx. They sold for $30 free shipping. Not a ton of profit, but I'm glad to see that they are gone. Somebody said, you aren't even doubling your money after fees on the Ralph Lauren. That guy's an idiot. If I paid $6.50 for them and I'm profiting, if I'm profiting around $10 a piece, that means I would be doubling my money. Hopefully that guy just came into my live and heard me say that, because that just doesn't make any sense, bro. What you just said don't make no sense. Your math is not mathing. This one shipping for $8.30. Math is hard, I know. I literally said in that video, most of those go for like $17 to $20 plus ship. I'm paying $6.50 for them. Plus ship means buyer pays shipping. I make a profit on shipping on eBay. So that covers most of my fees right there. So yeah, what he's saying, it just doesn't make any sense. Ralph Lauren is never a good seller for me. Not worth it. Some LL Bean. Please, I hope that guy comes into my live. He sees I'm live right now. He can just hit that live button. We can have a little conversation about how many Ralph Lauren shirts I've sold in the last 3 days. And then I can send him to Surf's Up store. Now he's still commenting. I see his comments pop in, but he's not in the live. He's just hanging out. He's hanging out on my last video. This one's going to ship for $8.30. $10 is a profit. I know. There's Surf's Up right there. Just go to Surf's Up store. If he comes in the chat, all you have to do is click on Surf's Up store and see how many Ralph Lauren shirts that guy sells. And then you can click on my store and look at my solds, and you can see how many Ralph Lauren shirts I sell. I don't even know how many I've sold. Let's do some. Let's take a break from shipping. I'll teach you guys a little bit about Ralph Lauren, because Surf's Up taught me a lot about Ralph Lauren. Let's go to orders, all orders. I'll just type Ralph Lauren in and see how many sold. Hey, come at me. I love it. We steady selling Ralph Lauren. So ever sold? No, I've never sold those pants. All right, this is just on eBay, by the way. This isn't even on Poshmark or Mercari. On the 2nd, which was yesterday, I sold a Ralph Lauren shirt. On the 1st, I sold a Ralph Lauren shirt. On the 1st, I sold another Ralph Lauren shirt. On the 30th, I sold a Ralph Lauren shirt. On the 27th, I did. On the 26th, I did. Another on the 26th, another on the 26th, one on the 24th, another on the 24th, one on the 23rd, another on the 23rd, 3 to 1 buyer on the 22nd, another on the 21st, another on the 22nd, another on the 22nd, and another on the 21st. So within the last week, I've probably sold, I don't know, how much is that? Like 15 Ralph Lauren shirts? 15. I can't check my text. I'm on my phone, Ethan. I saw your text come in, but I can't look at it because I'm on my phone on live. Yeah, like 20 Ralph Lauren shirts within the last week. But Ralph Lauren doesn't sell, people. Remember that. Leave all the Ralph Lauren for me and Surf's Up Finds. We will take all your Ralph Lauren and we will list it and make our $10 profit. So right there, if I've sold 15 to 20 Ralph Lauren shirts in the last week, that means if I make a $10 profit on average on Ralph Lauren shirts, I've made anywhere between $150 to $200 profit just selling Ralph Lauren shirts. And that's just on eBay. I've also made sales on Poshmark and Mercari with Ralph Lauren pieces in that period of time. But we'll just focus on eBay for right now. I also lot up Ralph Lauren polos, plain color. Yeah, me and Surf's Up were talking about lotting those up. I think I might lot some up too and see how well they sell. Because if I can sell them for almost the same price I do, but they sell quicker, of course I'll do that. So how long were you a mailman? How long do you sell before you decide to make this full time? I was a mailman for 8 years. I was reselling for 3.5 years towards the end of my mailman career. And now I've been full-time for a year and a half. Do you use multi-platform listing agent? I do. I use List Perfectly. I have a link in my bio. If you go through my link, you get 30% off your first month. You know what's cool is I can download this live and make a comment back to that guy and use that as my video today. If I really wanted to be lazy about a video, I could literally just download this and make that a video. It's very smart. Saves me time. Anyways, Peter Millar shorts. Pick these up for $32.08. These are not a huge profit item. Pick these up at TJ Maxx knowing I was going to make a huge profit. They sold for $50.99 plus shipping. So that is about a $10 to $12 profit. It's a retail arbitrage pickup. When you do retail arbitrage, you got to change your mindset to not like focus on doubling your money, but picking up stuff that's going to sell quickly and that you'll make a $10 to $15 profit on. So that's what I did with these. And they sold within like 2 weeks after I listed it. Do you use mods? What do you mean by use mods? Do I have mods in my chat? I have like 20 of them. How much was your income as a mail carrier and how much now? My income as a mail carrier, I think I was pulling in, I want to say it was like 40 something thousand a year, I think is what it was, 40 or 50K a year, somewhere between those two numbers. And then last year I made 80K profit doing this. So yeah, between me and Kayla's income, we're making more income now if we just do reselling, because she was a teacher too. She did a daycare teacher. So she wasn't making a huge income. I wasn't making a huge income either, but now we make more income doing this. We should make hopefully over 100K this year. That's my goal. We start ramping up at the end of the year. How do you get them for your lives? Remember, I'm just learning. Yes. How do you get them for your lives? I remember, I'm just learning. So to get a mod in your TikTok live, all you do is tap on the person's name and then you hit the 3 dots and you say add moderator. How do you keep track of what you spend? A spreadsheet? Yeah, I use Jason Hayes spreadsheet. I got a link in my bio. If you go through the link in my bio, you will save 10% if you use my code. That's a spreadsheet that I use. Would you hold a rain spooner to list in the spring or list now? That might be something. Let's say this. If you don't have a ton of items to list, I would list it now. Like, let's say you only have 10 items to list. I'm not going to hold that till next spring to list it. I'll list it right now because you only have 10 items to list. So you might as well get it up and listed. But if you have, for example, me and Surf's Up do where we hold our summer items in the winter and we hold our winter items in the summer, and we wait till those seasons to list the items. Now I would hold that item until like when springtime comes around, that's when I'll start listing those. But if you only have a couple items to list, just list it. Just get it listed. Regardless about the margin, it takes about 5 minutes to list those Ralph Lauren's. Sells 1 a week, make $10. Exactly. That's the Surf's Up method right there. You literally take 5 minutes to list a Ralph Lauren shirt. So spend an hour. You can list, what is that? Why is my math not mathing in my head? What is that? 12 in an hour, right? Yeah, 12 in an hour. You can list 12 of those shirts in an hour. Let's say you make $10 profit. That means you make $120 in that hour. How long does an item not sell before you drop the price? Every 3 to 4 months, I use Autoposture to drop my store by 10%. When is Kayla going live next? The other half of K-Way Shop? You got to ask her. She's got to do her own lives. She's in charge of herself. What did Jared say? Hold on. What did Jared say? I don't see Jared's question. On eBay, can you get in trouble if you put something up for priority shipping and then you find out it's cheaper, USPS Ground Advantage? You won't get in trouble. Most of the time you'll get away with it, Jared, but you should probably just use priority mail shipping, or you should give both options and let the buyer choose what option they want. But you can always upgrade from Ground Advantage to priority. Most of the time you're not really supposed to downgrade from priority to Ground Advantage, because if you look at the time dates when they're going to be delivered, it's normally a day or two apart. So you're going to give the customer a worse delivery experience than they were initially paying for, because on eBay it will tell them when the item is going to get delivered. So let's say it's supposed to be delivered on Wednesday and you use the slower option to get delivered on Friday and they needed it for Wednesday, they're going to probably be upset with you. So I would just ship with the regular option that you chose. This is a TJ Maxx pickup. This is an Under Armour. It's a sleeveless hoodie. It's a Project Rock one. Paid $10 for this. It sold for $37.99 plus shipping. I picked up a bunch of these. There's only one store in my area that had Under Armour Project Rock, and it had a ton of it. So I picked up almost all the Under Armour Project Rock that I could find in that store. And yeah, they're selling consistently now with The Rock being, I think he's back on wrestling now. It's helping them sell too, because people are got the Rock front of mind. So they're, he's wearing his merch on camera, and then people are like, I want to be like The Rock when I grow up. So they go and buy his merch. So that's pretty much what's happening. How many listings do you average every single day listed? We used to do 20 a day. Then yesterday, I was supposed to do 40. I only did 30 yesterday. I think we're going to start averaging about 40 listings every single day is what we're going to get up to. Are you open to investors where you buy and sell for them? Are you, you mean consigners? You mean consigning? Like you send me the stuff and I list it for you? The only consignment we do is Whatnot, and there's only certain brands that we pick up or that we run on Whatnot. No, total in your store. Oh, how many listings do I have total? It's a little over 2,000. What's up, Eileen? Eileen's in the chat. If you guys aren't following her, give her a follow. She's got some really good stuff over there. This one's going to ship for $4.15. What brands? Because I'm interested. So if you guys watch our Whatnot shows, it's the brands we're currently running. Robert Graham, Patagonia, North Face, Cool, brands like that. It's got to be a brand that everybody knows. Lululemon. And it's got to be an item that's going to sell for $35 or more on eBay, because if that sells for $35 or more on eBay, you guys are probably going to get a $25 sale on Poshmark, or not Poshmark, on Whatnot. I'm trying to talk here. I'm trying to think it through. So if it sells for $35 on eBay, it's probably going to sell for $25 on Whatnot. So you guys will make enough money on that item. And we're also looking for people that can send 10 or more items at once. So if you only have like 2 of those items that we're interested in, we're probably going to pass, because by the time you ship it to us, you're not going to make that much money. So how can I get started? Hit me up on IG. IG is probably the best way for us to talk. So just hit me up on IG and then give me a list of what you have. Pictures will help too. If you have like an eBay store and you want to just forward me to your eBay store and say, hey, pick out whatever you want, that will also help too. I have room for maybe one more consigner at this point in time, because I have one really good consigner. They send me huge boxes of really great stuff every single month. Shout out to you, and you know who you are. And then I have another consigner that's in limbo right now. They're working on getting another box together, but they're on vacation. And then I have to reach out to another consigner that lives locally that can just drop stuff off to me. So with the consignment, if you guys don't know how that works, it's 70-30 splits. You get paid out 2 days after the auction, 1 to 2 days. So basically we run the auctions on Saturday. You'll have payment on Monday. And I may split your inventory between 2 shows. So just understand, like I might only run half your inventory on one show and then half on the other show. But either way, when I run your inventory, you get paid out immediately. 70-30 splits. You ship the items to me. If any items are flawed, when you ship them to me, just make sure no items are flawed. If you send a flawed item, you pay for return shipping back to you. That's one of the stipulations that I'm implementing, because a lot of the items we've been getting, not a lot, but there's been a couple of instances where items have been flawed. So those will be shipped back on your dime. So make sure you're checking over your items. So Lightbox details, Linktree link in my bio. It has all the Lightboxes linked there. I literally have 200 plus items that's on my pile. Let's go. Hit me up. Let me know what you got. Last sale, I can't ship it. It's a Hawthorne Village house. It's out in my shed. I forgot to grab it. So that is all I have to ship today. I'll be on live later today, probably around 9:30, and I'll probably be doing some listings. Remember, Thursday, me and Surf's Up are going to be live together on Facebook and YouTube only. So be there. It's at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then my Whatnot show this week is a Friday. It's an all giveaway show. So make sure you sign up through Whatnot. Sign up through my link in my bio. You'll get $15 to spend absolutely free. And then you can come to Friday show and possibly win something absolutely free. There's no, like, you literally get free money and then you get free stuff. It's like double free. Like, how can you ever How can you ever go wrong with getting 2 things for free? And we're literally not selling you anything. If you want to buy a piece of merch, it's in the shop. If you don't want to buy a piece of merch, that's completely fine. All you got to do is hit a button for an hour and say follow and enter, and then you get entered in the giveaways. That's how it's going to work on Friday. So make sure you're there Friday. Go bookmark that show. It should be a lot of fun. I'll probably start loading that show up with the giveaways sometime today. I got to work on the roof stuff first, but after that, I'll start doing that. As consignment, how do you deal with returns? On Whatnot, there is no returns. As long as we describe the item correctly and there's no like major flaws, the item won't get returned. So that's the great thing about Whatnot is we get paid out instantly, so we can pay you out instantly, and there are no returns. You accept Ralph Lauren women's pants for consignment? No. It's got to be a $35 plus sale for us to accept it for consignment. Any advice on getting feedback on eBay, new to reselling? So the way I used to do feedback is when the item was delivered, I left feedback. Now I just leave feedback right away as soon as I ship the items. Like when I'm done shipping today, I'll just go leave feedback for all my items. So if you're just starting, if you want a free, easy feedback, go buy some stuff on eBay. Sellers will always leave you feedback. So that way you start with a little bit of feedback. You start with a couple feedback. But yeah, that's the easiest way is to buy something. How do I get to your bio on Facebook? Lori, it's not in my bio on Facebook. It's in my pinned post. So if you go to my Facebook profile, there's a pinned post right at the top left-hand corner. Click on that. It has my link tree linked. My link tree is also in the description of this live too. So if you want to just copy that link, you can go right to my link tree. What's up, Chris? Got any Mountain Hardwear sweaters? Got my Mountain Hardwear sweater yesterday from your Whatnot. Thanks again. No problem. Let's go. You won the free one? You must have won the free Mountain Hardwear sweater. Sellers can't leave negative feedback, so might as well just leave it right away. Yeah. I always waited till it was delivered, because when the person gets it in, if they saw that you just left a fresh feedback, it's in their mind to leave you a fresh feedback. Because I don't think eBay does a great job in reminding people. So I just waited till it got delivered. You got the free one. Nice. See, low-key got a free Mountain Hardwear sweater from one of our Whatnot auctions for just hanging out. They literally got a free Mountain Hardwear piece. It was brand new with tags too. Retail on that was like $80, I think, something like that. Would you take vintage Pendleton button downs and blazers? Not the blazers. I don't think the blazers would do good on Whatnot. But I think the button downs, I could sell those for sure. What time on Friday? It's at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you go to Whatnot and you bookmark the show, you'll get a reminder when the show starts. So make sure you go bookmark it. 85 retail. So they got a free $85 retail sweater just for hanging out. You're back. Did you miss me? No, because I'm about to leave, Trisha. You literally came back right when I was about to leave. Pendleton Pearl Snap, that is. Those will do good. I can sell those. Just make sure there's no holes in them, because I know those can tend to get some holes in them. I have a colorful Paul and Shark long sleeve 42. What would you list at? Those I'll list high. I'll list for around 35 to 40 and wait for the right buyer. They will not sell fast, but they will sell for good money. All right, everybody, I'm going to go ahead and head off. Appreciate you guys hanging out. I'll catch you guys later tonight. I should have a post coming out on Instagram here within the next hour. It's going to be a what sold post with lots of information, so go check that out. And then I should have a video coming out later today. I don't really know what I'm going to film today, so I got to figure out what I'm going to film. Maybe I'll do an unboxing video. Yeah, I'll probably do that. All right, appreciate you guys hanging out. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.